Hello, Soundhole Sniffers. Welcome. Today is March the 1st. Where's the time going? I don't believe it. I hope you have your Soundhole Sniffer mug with you. Cheers if you do. Delicious water today. Let's go and see our friend Maury Rich. How you doing, Maury?
I'm not doing as good as you. I don't know. I'm having a great day so far, but you look like you're having a lot of fun.
I see you're covered up today. What's going on?
It's a pants thing.
Oh, dare I remove this black frame? Let's see what happens when I take it away. Ready, everybody? Drum roll, please, but not on the OM-42. Woo! A sigh of relief.
You and me both.
I'm excited for today. We haven't done that many comparisons. We did one recently that I thought worked really well, and I knew you had 3 OMs there, and I wanted to compare them while you have them in stock. So we're going to compare 3 guitars. Look at the top of the screen: OM-21, OM-28, and an OM-42. Can you believe that? This is going to be fun. I will say that if you're watching on the chat, please grab some headphones if possible, because to really hear the differences, you want to select 1080p on your device and listen with headphones to really hear any differences that we're going to hear today. So before we begin, we'll jump over to the chat. We've got a busy chat here today. Say hi to our friends. I'm so glad that Bob is here. Whoa, he's gotten big suddenly. What happened to Bob there? Bob Dobson, so great to see you as always, my friend. Really, really great to see you. It says, happy to be here today and listen to these outstanding OMs. Thank you, Aaron and Maury, for bringing us this great comparison. Well, Bob, you haven't seen it yet, my friend. So, Spoon Phillips says, what's up? Great to see you, my friend, as always. And thank you for, I have some notes that we'll go through together later on, courtesy of Spoon Phillips. I always appreciate it. Chris Hull says, greetings from North Georgia, southern eastern Tennessee, where the humidity rose to 52 in my house. Winter is over. Me too. It rose to like 48 today, which has been unheard of lately. So that's really, really great for our guitars, of course. Skip Russell, hi from Boston. Very cool. Good to see you, Skip. Lee's here. See, we know Lee's looking for that OM-42, so I think he's here to do some investigating. You think I have too much branding today, Maury?
Never enough.
I'll get the hat next week. Jim McCurry, greetings, Aaron and Maury from a slowly melting Quakertown, PA.
Yeah.
You're talking about the snow, I presume. Steve Schaffer, hello from Lakeland, Florida, where it's 84 degrees. So jealous. Chris Hull, could I get a custom OM-21 with a volute?
Yep, you can.
Does that mean that the OM-21 does not have a volute? I didn't know that.
That means I have to check.
Yeah.
It is voluteless, you're right.
Oh, so that could be a plus already for the 21. I must keep score today. I've got my pen. Okay, I'll keep a track. Jack says, welcome to March. Yeah, can you believe it? It's March the 1st. What is going on? It's crazy. Time's going so fast. Sure, Chris, but you wouldn't like the weight or the cost. He means the custom shop order, says Spoon Phillips. Oh,
Right.
I don't know. That's a personal decision, isn't it? And this handsome guy said, hi, everyone. Please share our link with your friends. Who's that? Rosanna? Hello, Aaron, Maury, and everyone from Cornwall, UK. Patsy Smith watching from Suffolk, UK with Bernard. Bimo says, hello all. Good to see you, my friend. Lee says, Aaron, what if we don't have any friends? I said, share our link with your friends. So I said, then just open your iPad link as well. It's the same thing. Mark says, hi from Scotland. Great to see you. AM Design is sheltering. Jim Bakari says, so far the comparison is cosmetic only. Sonically, I can't tell a difference, especially when looking away. Oh, you've started already, Jim. I wasn't really paying attention yet, but very good on you. Chris Hull says, don't I know it, Spoon? And Lee says, Rosanna, I still can't get over this, Maury. Lee's wife, right? Rosanna is encouraging him to buy high-end Martin guitars. Have you ever heard of this happening in your entire career?
I just found out that was his wife, so no.
Oh, you didn't know
I
that?
didn't know that.
I think it is. Please clarify. No, it just blows me away every time because I think last week they were talking about Rosanna wants Lee to have an OM-42. And I said, this is a very unique occurrence. This doesn't really ever happen in life. And Lee should be very, very happy about this. I don't know what's going on.
He's got a good one there.
Yeah. And she's laughing. Spoon says they all sound very different to him. Your elbow is showing. Oh, well, look, if you're going to be that fussy about look, I didn't spend hours on this, Spoon. If you're going to be that fussy about my Photoshop work, then, you know, I can't do anything about that, all right? I thought the reverb was a nice touch. Marco says, hello,
great.
guys. Well, Maury was impressed. Anyway, we match now, don't we? We match closer.
Looks great.
Marco says, hello, guys. Good to see you, my friend. Been a while. Stephen says, hi. Great to see you here. If you're new here, please do subscribe and ring the bell. Really would appreciate it. So you see when we go live or post video every Monday at 4 p.m. EST. But please subscribe as well. Spoon needs to do a lesson on listening to guitars. Yeah, that's actually a great point. When you listen to a guitar you're going to buy, what do you listen for? Do you know, or do you just listen and you think, well, I like it or I don't? Or do you have like a checklist, like I want something bright or warm or mid-range or less mid-range? That's a really good question. Lee wants all the guitars, don't we all? Okay. Gary Roberts is here. And
Hey.
Gary Roberts, I'll give you a heads up. He's our viewer comment of the week. We have a video performance from the one and only Gary Roberts coming right up. Oh, that was the wrong sound. Sorry, Gary. Sorry. He says, howdy. March is the cruelest month when it comes to humidity fluctuation. Yeah, exactly. It can really go up and down, and that's when the problems can occur, so be careful. Look, it's the one and only Pooh Ninja. Merch is the way, the light and the mug. Since the 50s, Style 21 was looked on as Style 18 with rosewood. Isn't it great having Spoon Phillips here? I just love it. He's just a wealth of information. Since the 1950s, Style 21 was looked on as Style 18 with rosewood. So dark binding, dot fretboard, no volute. Ah, great. I learn something every week on this podcast, or whatever this is called. AM Design is east of me. Oh, in Long Island. Very cool. I assume. BMO says, Gary Roberts, welcome back. Yes, she is my wife for my sins. Oh, careful, you won't get that OM-42. You'll just get a D18 if you're not careful. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Oh, Michael's here. Hey, New York, New York. Hey, A&M. Very good. Spoon. Yes, the reverb was a nice touch. Only saw the elbow when you were drinking. Oh, okay. I'll do better next time, Spoon.
Let's start over.
It's true, I'm his wife, and yes, I'm trying to get him to buy 2 Martins, a custom OM-42 and an Artist Series D28.
Wow.
I'm just speechless. I got no words.
Do you have a sister?
Oh, Maury, careful now. I don't need all the guitars, just one of each. I got a good one. How many guitars is too many guitars?
Is that rhetorical?
Just one more.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see what you did.
Okay. Right, I want to get started. We're going to do lots of playing today. So I said, do have your headphones ready. Because today we've got to play these 3 guitars, different styles. So we're going to work Maury really hard today. So I'll start with our intro. I've got some notes from Spoon. I'll just read them out, I think. It's not very long. So he says, the reimagined standard series OMs. We've got identical construction. Now, this is why I wanted to compare them, because the construction of these guitars is identical. We've spoken before about the different appointments and tone wood quality, okay? So that's the main difference. And we have we've done this conversation before where is a 42 different to a 28? And I kind of feel like there is a difference. Okay, you pay a lot more money for the 42, but I do believe there is a difference. How important that difference is to you is the question, and whether you like the look of the guitar. But it's the same with the 21. Unless I'm wrong, Maury, the 21 construction is the same as the 28, right? Pretty much, like wood and bracing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, if we're calling it bracing and the under the hood and not cosmetics, you are correct.
Okay, and that's what he's saying here. I get identical construction, scallop quarter-inch bracing with a high-performance neck. OM-21 has no purfling. Can you just show us the 21, if you wouldn't mind, while I'm talking,
Sure.
Maury? We'll start with that. We'll work our way up the chain. The 21 has no purfling around the top or back. You can see that pretty clearly, which likely affects its tone, says Spoon. And no back strip. Can you flip her over? No strip on the back there. Yeah. So this is very. I love the back. I love the grain there. But this is a more. What's the word? This is less fancy. I can't think of the word right now. Which I think some people more reserved. Yeah, I think some people will like this about this guitar. Definitely. So no back strip. So wood grade is identical to a Style 18. That's good to know. And remember, Martin grade their wood on looks and not on sound. But that looks like a nice piece of wood there, so that's cool. Right, now switching to the OM-28, we'll see the difference here. Maury's like my my game show co-host today. Don't ever do that again. OM-28 has herringbone top purfling. I do like the herringbone, I must admit. Black and white ply back purfling. So on the back we should have a difference as well if you just turn it around. There you go. I like that slight change myself, which is the Style 28 back strip. Okay, that looks really nice. I like the 28 quite a lot. But let's go on to the 42 for you flashy people out there. There you go. That does have that rosette that I'm a big fan of. It also has it around the edges as well. Black and white ply purfling with abalone center strip around the top and its fingerboard extension. You see the way it goes? Can you just point out, Maury, where the abalone goes around the actual neck where it joins the guitar? That's really cool. I like that. As well as black and white ply purfling around the back and around the side where it meets the soundboard. Style 45 back strip, premium wood grade. So the back strip is different again. Yeah, I don't know. Personally don't know why that back wood is a higher grade looking cosmetically than the 28, because the 28 looked more uniform to me. I wonder how Martin come to these conclusions. Although we have to say, don't we, Maury, that this changes. It depends on the availability of the wood at the time, right?
Right. When they're building the 42s, the same day they're building a 28, the 42 gets the better looking wood, and that pile of wood might just be that pile of wood. The week before, the almost prettiest piece of wood that went to a 28 was nicer looking than the very completely prettiest. Know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it depends on the day. But these are all new guitars. Did you get all these very recently?
The 42's been here a few weeks, but the 21 and the 28 have only been here since Thursday.
Okay, nice. One more thing. Original OMs. This is interesting. 1930 to 33, Martin introduced the modern 6-string with a 14-fret neck in 1930. They called the design the Orchestra Model, or OM, to promote its use in the jazz dance orchestras popular at that time. These were long-scale guitars with 5 16th X-brace and quarter-inch side braces and tone bars, which spanned the lower bout below the bridge plate. I think we've talked about this before when we discussed the OM, but I always like to talk about the history of these guitars. They were based on the 12-fret triple O design with the sloped shoulders pushed down almost flat, widening the upper bout, and with the bridge moved back a similar distance. And something didn't print out here. He said, if you put it in the chat, if you don't mind, Spoon, he was saying that they didn't make them until, I think, was it the 90s, you told me? It was really interesting, the history of that. Yeah, I cut that off. But anyway, without further ado, I think we should hear them. So what should we do first of all? I think, first of all, should we just play through them? Or are we going to just are we just going to go straight in with the blind test? We haven't decided this yet. Maybe we shouldn't play them first. Maybe now everyone's kind of had a chance to freshen their ears. We should just pick a guitar and play it, and like fingerstyle on the 3 guitars, and have people kind of write down at home what they think each one is. I think we'll do it that. I think we'll do it that way. So let's switch over here to you. Okay. So yeah, if you want to play along, put some headphones on, grab a pen and paper, make some notes on each guitar, and we'll compare notes in the chat after, and we'll see which one it was. Then we'll do the same thing with the strumming once we've done that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Maury, is I'm going to hide this up here.
Okay.
You're completely hidden now. So I'll ask you to select a guitar of your choice.
Okay. little afraid of the dark, but I'm going to do it for Aaron.
Don't worry, there's no monsters at Maury's Music.
Okay, I have the guitar in my lap. You can't see what I picked.
Okay. The top just disappeared randomly. That's not good. Okay, let me just see what we got here. I'm going to bring myself back on the screen because I want to be in the room with you there. Okay, great. So, guitar number 1. And don't forget what they are, okay, Maury? Because I've done these before and I've forgotten what each guitar was at the end.
Ooh, yeah. I got to get a paper now. All right.
Yeah, do make sure you know. I've written 1, 2, 3.
Rehearse this.
I've written 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make notes on each one, and then I'll give you my opinion. If you type in the chat what you think, then we'll see if we agree. This will be fun. Okay, so let's start with let's just do fingerstyle for now. Just fingerstyle, and then let me know when you're going to change guitar.
So the first guitar I'm going to do is the. All right.
Oh, hang on. My thing's gone. Hang on. I'll get you to play a bit again because I lost the overlay.
Oh,
I lost the other
we'll be
overlay.
right back.
And I'm afraid now I'm going to reveal the guitar by mistake. Ah, preview mode. This might actually be useful for a change.
That was a practice.
Yeah, I'm going to get you to play that again. I've got to get this screen back again. Not sure what's happened. Hang on. Oh, yeah. That was a test run.
Now we're ready.
Oh man. Hang on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to. Oh no, you didn't see that, right? They didn't see that. Return to light. Oh, good. I'm in preview mode. Oh, good. I can just do this. I can just copy it. Okay, 1 second. I'll be right there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to cover you completely because then I won't have to deal with this thing every time and risk messing it up. So I'm just going to cover you up here completely. We're not going to see you at all. Okay. I'll just put myself on the screen. 1 second. So I need you to change to a different guitar now. Okay, I'm on the screen. Wait. I gotta go to live mode.
You don't want me to play this one again?
Wait. Okay, right. Now everyone's seeing a blank screen with me on it. We can't see you at all. So I want you to change to a different guitar and we can start again.
Let us know in the chat if you like this program better this way. I won't have to dress up.
It's kind of weird, but it's all right. Okay. Guitar number 1. Take it away.
Here we go.
All right, guitar number 2.
Now I'm going to number 2.
Guitar number 3. Awesome. Now, can you switch guitars again, or put the guitar down so I don't reveal what it was before we reveal the answers?
Yep, the guitar's down.
Okay, great. And I'll take away these screens and see if you're still there. Oh, that was the problem. I had another one there.
Love this mug.
I can't see it very... Oh, the Soundhole Sniffer mug, of course. Oh, I see what that one there. All right, so I get rid of that. And then these two... Like that. Okay, we get rid of that one. Cool. Nothing like rehearsing on the job, right? I mean, I've always done it at my gigs, so why break the habit of a lifetime?
Amen.
All right, so here's what I thought straight away, and I'll come over to the chat, but I thought I had that problem we had last time we compared. I need a reference. When I just hear a guitar on its own, and I've mentioned this loads of times, right, about comparing my guitars at home. When I just hear a guitar on its own, it just sounds like a guitar. It just sounds great, whatever. It's not until you then hear the other one that you kind of then have something to compare it to. So what I thought there, I didn't know, based on that, I didn't know what the first one was. So I thought, as soon as I heard the second one, I thought that sounded louder and more open. So I thought maybe that's the 28 or the 42. Therefore, the first one would be the 21. And then when you played the third one, I just thought, well, yes, there was something about that second guitar. So I'm going to say that was the 42. So, of course, this is just a guess. And we all know all guitars are different woods and things. It would be great if I was right. It would kind of give me some proof that there is some truth to what I talk about here. But maybe there's not. So before you tell us, let's just go to the chat. Before you tell us, let's just see if anyone agrees with me. So, BMO, 42, 28, 21 is my guess. So completely different thought to me. That's fine. Thomas Moore, I think you need to add a B minor in there. Did Stradivarius have these dry condition troubles? Yeah, it just depends where you live. That's the thing. Gary Roberts says guitar 1 is the OM-21, so Gary does agree with me on that. But Lee thought that 42 was first. So Lee, if the 21 was first, I can save you some money. Just kidding. I'm sure you'll still want the 42. Spoon says, please go back to 1 for... Yeah, but I didn't want to do that, Spoon, because like I said, then you get that direct comparison. I don't know. I almost asked Maury to do that. But maybe the first guitar isn't fair because of what I said, you know?
Maybe we have to do 1, 2, 3, and then one more.
But then is that giving that reference point? Actually, maybe that would be fair in a way then, yeah. Because number 1, I think, is disadvantaged because it doesn't have any reference point.
I don't know. And if I could be honest with you, I wonder if this is a lot harder because there are 3. I think a 2 guitar comparison feels a lot different than a 3.
The only reason I really want to do this is because you have 3 in stock, and I want to know how close these 3 guitars are. From what you just played, they're not actually that close. From what you just played, one of them stood out to me more than the others. It's going to be so interesting to know what that guitar was. Don't tell me yet. But if that second guitar was the 21, it blows all of my thoughts out of the water, doesn't it? So
tune in next week for the big reveal.
Dun dun dun. Roeth said 21, then 28 and 42. So he did the second and third other way around to me. I thought it could have been that as well, but I wasn't sure. But the second one just had something that I really liked. Huh. Which one is number 1? The test of the second one. 28, 21, 42. Gary agrees with me, 42, 28. So me and Gary are thinking the same. This is like bingo, isn't it? We've got a 3 and a 1 and a 2 from Marco. Jack, we got a 21, a 42, 20. Bingo! Just kidding. Yeah, 21, 42, 28. Another one. Jack agrees with me too. Thomas agrees with me. Can't wait to see what Spoon says. 1, fullness in the bottom, clear and precise treble. 2, more gathered voice, not as full bottom, but treble not as separated, and high mid sustain more noticeable. 3, warm, more somber, fatter treble. Well, that's great, Spoon, but which one is which? That's a cop out there. 21, 42, 28 says Gary's. I've got a few people agreeing with me here. We'd prefer to go back to number 1 after number 3 for a reminder. Yeah, we'll do that next time, Spoon. Rosanna says 28, 21, 42. Okay. Just to pick a high. 1 and 3 were about the same. 2 sounded fuller. I thought so too. More low end. I thought that too. Fuller, bigger, fuller sound. Spoon says do the strumming before the reveal. Okay, perhaps he will. Perhaps he won't reveal it yet. Okay, no problem. That's why I said grab a piece of paper to write your notes down. Guitar 2 and 3 were close sounding. That's why I would bet they are 42 and 28. Could be wrong on the order. I agree. I think exactly the same as my friend Gary there. Steve says 42, 28, 21. And Thomas Moore says a 42 is way nicer most of the time. Yeah, we're gonna reveal at the end. So Maury, please don't forget. Please don't forget what we've done. You've written it down, right? So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna jump over and listen to Gary play to refresh our ears, and then we're gonna come back and do the strumming, and then we'll do it, and then we'll discuss the guitars, how they feel, Maury, how they feel to play in the room as well, because that's obviously a factor as well. But yeah, this is fun. This is great. So okay, let's go over and see Gary. Viewers' comments today. This is Gary Roberts. He's got some great guitars. He's a great musician. He's a good friend of mine, and he's going to show you a guitar and play it. Please, if you've got a guitar, you want to play something for the show, I have a few cool ones coming up, but I always need more. So please send any photos or you playing. It can be absolutely anything, like up to say 2 minutes long, not too long, but like 1:30, 2 minutes, even a short clip, even just strumming a few chords is absolutely fine. It would just be great to get to know you on the channel. So here comes Gary Roberts.
This is my Martin Outlaw, Brazilian rosewood headstock, beautiful. Adirondack spruce top, Adirondack bracing, herringbone trim, Ivoroid binding on the sides, beautiful Honduras mahogany. Compared to a D18 standard with fiddleback mahogany, here's the Outlaw. Rich and absolutely inspiring. Just a lovely guitar. It's woody and resonant. And here is, look at the grain on that fiddleback. It's a D18 standard, 2015. Same strings, also brand new. Notice this guitar does have an anthem, so that means there's a under saddle element. But here's the D18. Great time to have a Martin. I don't know about the golden era being way back in the 30s. They're making some great guitars today. What do you guys think?
Wow, what a great video. That's awesome.
That's so cool. That's like better than the program.
You just made us have to raise our game, Gary. What's going on? That's so good.
So cool. Thank you for doing that. Wow.
Everyone's raving about the Outlaw. I remember a few years ago, Drove out to Martin Factory and then convinced Joan to take me to Maury's Music, Coaldale, Pennsylvania. We took those back roads all the way down there, found the store, tapped on the door. They said, "Get out of here." I said, "No, it's Aaron Short." They said, "Okay, you can come in." And Maury came back. Maury had been out for McDonald's or something, but he came back and he said, "I got this Outlaw." He didn't make me buy it. And to this day, I never forgave him. I didn't take the Outlaw home. Actually, no, it wasn't that day. It was the CS Bluegrass. And then when I said, "Have you still got that CS Bluegrass?" a few months later, you said, "No, but I've got an Outlaw." And I turned it down. So it's my fault. That is a great guitar. That Outlaw guitar is so cool. I love it. Can you remember the specs on that, Maury? It's Addy top, right?
I don't remember it top to bottom, but it was almost like an authentic with like a modern neck, but there wasn't much different to it.
That is what Spoon said. That was really, really, really great. Thank you so much, Gary. So yeah, please, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Gary, he recorded that with his iPhone. So you can use your iPhone to make the videos. And please send some more over like that. And do check out Gary Roberts' YouTube channel. He posts a lot of videos like that. And if you just click his name in the chat, you can add him. So Gary Roberts on YouTube. Do go and check him out. If you like that, go and subscribe to his channel. But that was great. I'm going to give him another round of applause. And please send us some more stuff. Here's the address to send stuff to. Say hi at aaronshortmusic.com. Like I said, photographs, even just saying hello is fine. Just anything you want. Send us that address and we'll feature it on the show. Joe Edwards says, a nice applause. Yeah, I added that one myself. Okay, so let me just go back to the chat here, make sure we've got everyone's answers in. Don't miss anything. Oh, about the performance. Yeah, Spoon says the D18 authentic with the modern neck, basically love them. Yeah, that's what I think personally Martin should do more of. Get that sort of the modern features with the vintage appointments, a bit like the modern deluxe kind of stuff. That's a bit more so, but that kind of stuff I think is really cool. Steve is here. They sound fantastic. Hello, Maury and Aaron. Good to see you, Steve. Roeth says, "Ooh, lovely." Oh, we got something coming from Roeth in a week or two, so stay tuned for that.
Nice.
Steve says you can learn a lot from Spoon's descriptions. You sure can. Thomas Moore says, "Love the Outlaw. Played one at NASFest." With guitars like that, you just wish they'd made more of them. Yeah. Nice applause. Thanks, guys. No, thank you for sending it, Gary. I guess the Outlaw is something you could pretty easily copy in a custom shop order, right, Maury? Because it's not really appointments. There's not like special logos and things.
That's the rub. You really can't, because Martin will keep some things, excuse me, in the authentic series. So you really can't do a lot of the authentic features on a custom shop instrument for that reason. And that was part of the reason the Outlaw was really popular.
Okay. Yeah, so next time you see a guitar like that, then, you know, definitely jump on it. Of course, the other thing you could do is... let's see here. Oh, hi. Can I get an Outlaw? Outlaw, custom shop. Can I get one? What do you mean I can't? Okay. Okay, sorry.
Put your mask on.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. I have a Martin mask as well. Spoon says, "Tell Maury we can see his pants." Outlaw sounding nice. Oh, Lee wants an Outlaw now. Look out, everybody. Spoon says, "Oh, that's sometimes I click on a message and something else comes up." But yeah, he said he's already told you which was which if you paid attention to my articles.
Good point.
And nice seeing them. Thanks for sharing. Addy BTS. Okay, Addy and BTS. Except Martin never did herringbone on it authentic. The Outlaw is different. 1 of 100. Have you got number 1, Gary? No. You cannot get authentic bracing. Oh, hence Outlaw. Oh. I wonder why it's called the Outlaw. Man, learning so much today. I don't think... Yeah, okay. So you can't... Okay, so there's the lesson learned. You see a guitar like that come up in the custom shop or like a limited edition, buy it when you can.
Yep.
Okay, I think we'll go back to the strumming then. So... I shall switch over. Give me a second to set up my frames again. Okay. I think I can do it now. Look. Yeah, just do that. Is that right? Let me just check this. Okay, thank you. I will reveal you once you've grabbed the guitar. So this is strumming 1, 2, and 3 for strumming. Let's see what we think.
Okay.
Rosanna says, I think Maury wishes Lee lived in the US.
Oh, I do.
He would be your best customer. He did purchase a Soundhole Sniffer mug.
That doesn't help me.
I'm international with my distribution, just so you know.
Okay, I have the first guitar in my lap, and you do not know what it is, but I do.
Hang on, I'm going to preview mode, so I'll make sure I remove the right frame. Yeah, it's the top one. Top screen. And bottom screen. Okay, so top screen. Okay, turn live mode, publish. Okay, just check it on my phone, we're right. Okay, so this is guitar number 1. Oh, good question. Have you mixed them up again, or is this the same order?
Mix them up.
Okay, they're mixed up again. Okay, so I'm going to hide you up. Hang on. Okay, you can switch. So they're different once again. Forget what we did in the last time. These are mixed up again. So I will ask you to play that one again at the end, so we have that reference.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready. I will show your lovely face on the stream.
I'm ready.
It's much better. Yeah. Oh, don't do that ever again. Okay, number 2. And number 3.
Ready.
Okay. And number 1 again.
Ready.
Okay. Okay, can you put that guitar down on the rack, please? Bang.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to take these screens away. And we shall go back to our chat. Yeah, I've got the screens figured out now. Thank goodness. All right. Gary, guess the same as me again. Okay, let's see. Good point. He said, let this last strum sustain to the end. So we get to hear the sustain.
Oh, sorry.
Spoon wanted to know which was which from last time, but I'm just doing it this way, Spoon. I'm doing it like 2 separate tests. That's why I said grab the paper. So we'll see if you can identify the difference in the finger picking and the strumming with no reference point. But we'll see. If you think it's a better way to do this in the future, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. But I think this is a good way. We'll see what the result is. If I get them right, this was a great way to do it. If I get them all wrong, this was a terrible way to do it. Okay.
I don't care as long as I get to play them.
I know. Well, after we've revealed this, we're going to discuss this. Like, is there enough difference here to stop someone buying one based on sound? And then for you in the room, Maury, is there one that clearly just kind of feels the most comfortable? And is that the 42, or is that perchance the 21? But I'll ask you that in a second. Let's just go through here. BMO says 21, 42, 28. And that's what Roeth said. I said 42, 28, 21. That, again, very hard with the first one, having no reference point. And then I thought when you played that one again at the end, and I had the reference point of number 3, I thought it was much bigger sounding. So that could be the 28, it could be the 42. But I just went with my gut and chose that. Marco says 2, 3, 1. 2. Does he mean the 28? I don't know. What does that mean, Marco? Does it mean the 28, then the 21, then the 42? Not sure. Thomas says 21, 42, 28. So I said the 42 was first. Lee says 28 is first, then 42, 21. And Riff Robin, hi Riff Robin. Don't know what it is, but I like this one best. Was that the last one? Yeah, I had that feeling too, which is why I went with the 42. Gary agrees with me. So you better be right, Gary. John says I can't see the guitar. John, that's the whole point. We're doing like a hidden test. So you only listen to the guitars. You're not looking at them yet. We'll look at them at the end. Because I do believe some people see a nice, good-looking guitar, and in their head it sounds better. But with this, we take that out of the equation. Rosanna says 28, 42, 21. Gary says the strumming is closer. That can happen, yeah. You lose some of the nuances. Spoon says, since you mixed them up, I'll say 21, 28, 42 on strumming. But I thought 21 was first in the finger picking. Very interesting. John says, I see now. Just a Picker says 28, 21, 42. Very different answers here. 21, 28, 42. Lee says the best way is to send them all to him. Great answer, Lee. 21, 42, 28 from Skip. Well, they're very close, says Spoon. The specific piece of spruce could have as much to do with the subtle differences. I agree. And don't forget, Maury might not be. Maury is not a robot, so he might not be playing them all exactly the same way. The strings are, unless I'm wrong here, the strings are all fairly. Are they all brand new strings, or are they just like fresh from the factory type strings?
They are all brand new. I was not going to let that happen today. All these strings were put on these 3 guitars, so that can't be part of the evaluation. I played the same pick, and besides like the robot comment, besides me accidentally playing heavier or softer, the strings and the pick are out of the equation.
Well, thanks for doing that, Maury. And if you do buy one of these guitars, you're going to get a real fresh set of strings on them. So that's a good thing to know. Marco says 28, 42, 21. That's close to me. Yeah, the 42 and 28. I may have mixed up there, but I thought the first one might have been the 42. Gary says, I hope Maury was keeping track. And me too. Imagine if this was all for nothing. Have you ever done this and forgot which was which? Well, yeah, I've done it on my own videos. I've done like a comparison video, and at the end, I thought, why didn't I write down what the settings were, or what each one was? And I have to redo the video. When you make videos, you want to keep detailed notes about everything on each video. Otherwise, it could be a real problem. Robert says, whoever gets that 21 will be very lucky because it's holding its own. That's only if you're right, Roeth. That's only if you're right. Spoon says 1 more air, 2 more warmth, 3 more harmonics from the mids. Yeah, I agree that more air, that big open sound is why I'm thinking that's the 42. I could be completely wrong, of course. So that's great. Thanks for playing along. That was I think that was a lot of fun. Let us know in the chat what you think of that experiment. I think it's really cool. And before we reveal which was which, how are they to play? Like, do you just play them all back to back? I mean, do you feel any, I don't know, any differences in the neck or anything?
If I'm being honest, the setup is nearly identical. I'd have to go and measure them again, but if there's any difference in the string height, there's no difference in the actual relief in the neck. They're all identical there. The string height might be slightly different guitar to guitar, but not enough for me to notice, and certainly easily adjusted for anybody who wants one of them. The playability, I would honestly feel comfortable saying they're all identical. In a real world situation, if I was going to a store and I played 3 of these and one of them played a little bit better than the other 2, everybody watching in the chat needs to know that with a competent setup, you can make all 3 of these eventually play exactly the same. So that shouldn't ever come into a factor into your decision. You could always get the guitar dialed in. In your lap, most of you guys, if not all of you guys watching, you recognize they're all the same scale length, they're all the same body size, so there's no difference in playability or feel in that respect. So you really have to decide on aesthetics and the slight tonal differences. What I'm trying to do while we do this, and please bear with me, Aaron and I we have one eye on the camera and one eye on, what we're doing here. I can't play these completely neutrally to just get enveloped in what I'm doing. I'm watching, making sure you guys can see the broadcast is okay. So I'm not giving this 100% of my attention, but I have not picked any of these up and really felt like that one beats that one. That one's a stinker. That one's middle. They all seem they seem extremely similar to me, and I am trying to listen for that. So if I would do this again tomorrow without the cameras, maybe I would really get a different sense of how I feel about them. But none of these comes across as a clear winner. And, conversely, none of them really seems like a dog. So,
Sincho says, aren't the woods the same? That's the point, Sincho. They're so similar in build. I wanted to see today how similar they are. And actually, they're not that similar at all. And the thing I'm holding off here for the suspense, I must get a drum roll on here. For the suspense, well, not on the 42. On the drum. For the suspense, I just wanted to. I forgot what I was going to say now. I just wanted to discuss, I felt yesterday on my live stream. People asked me. So yesterday was great. Thanks for watching. If you were there, I played a Yamaha, then I played the D28, and I played the OM-JM John Mayer. Then I played my Acoustasonic, and the 2 Martins were requests to be seen on the stream. So I ended up playing 4 different guitars. But I was wondering yesterday, how much of that when they're here? I mean, first of all, you're hearing the pickup. I was not micing it up at all. You were hearing my pickup direct, which is why the trance is really impressing me lately, because it's just like direct. That sounds almost like a microphone, but almost better because it's so clear. So for someone doing like a stream, you don't get the room noise. You just get the tone. But I wonder how many people watched yesterday and thought the OM-JM is the best sounding because they were looking at the rosette and it looks so pretty. I wonder how many people listen with their eyes, and that's why I wanted to do today's comparison. And someone just said there in the chat, it's different in the room. I completely agree. Comparing guitars in the room is much better. Obviously, we can't do that, and this is much closer than me going to a local place and filming some videos with an iPhone or something. This is pretty close. If you play this stream on Google Chrome or Safari in 1080p and wear some good headphones, I do believe you hear. Again, you don't get the feel of playing an instrument in the room. It's like when you play an amp in the room. It's so different to playing like a modeler. But what you do get is that reference point. There's clearly a difference to me. These guitars do sound different. So this is great. I can now tick off my list that the 21, the 28, and the 42 are not just the same guitar with pretty different appointments. At the same time, I'm still not sure whether it's the wood of each guitar or the appointments making that sound, or just that piece of spruce on that given day. And that's why we're gonna find out shortly. But I just want to get your thoughts on playability. Spoon said the binding may make a difference to the feel of the neck, things like that.
And it's worth noting too, I think and we're not going to do this, but I think if we had a D18 here and we strummed a D18 for 30 seconds and then played all 3 of these, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that everybody in the chat would agree These are all similar, and the 18 is the oddball. I think because we're staring at this under a microphone or microscope or a microphone, and we're really looking to see how they're different, I think we're going to find that, you have to find differences, so we'll look for them. But I think these are, anybody looking for a Rosewood OM, I know these are different, but I'd love to know from you guys in the chat, and even you, Aaron, are these so different that if you went shopping for a 21 and found a 28, would you really stop in your tracks and try harder to find a 21, or would the 28 do it for you?
It's why I base my decisions on looks, because like I said, and we could do this test at the very end. If we turned the screen off and you just picked one and played it, I wonder then who could tell with no reference point. That's the whole thing. This is one thing to be wary of. You can sit in a room for hours grabbing 3 guitars and trying to figure out which one you like the best. But sometimes it's not that clear cut. Like that, this has been a big problem with me reviewing the D28 versus the HD28. I love the punchiness of the D28, but I also really like the openness of the HD28. And you can't have both things. So you have to pick one or the other. This morning I grabbed the D28 and played it, and it just sounded like a fantastic Dreadnought. I didn't miss anything. But if I then pull out the HD28 and put them under the microscope, my brain will start wondering which is better, which one do I prefer, all these little things. Then I might revert to which one do I prefer the look of, and which one's heavier, stuff like that. So that's why in the chat, actually, let us know which one you think looks the best of these 3 guitars. Do you prefer the look of the 21, the 28, or the 42? For me, the 21, and I had a 21 cutaway for a while. I found it a bit too plain for me. And the 28, I think, is a really great in-between. I think the 42 is quite dressy, isn't it? But I do love I just wish all guitars had that abalone sound hole, because I'm a sound hole sniffer. And I think I love that. But then the rest of it is, I don't know, it's pretty. It's a pretty guitar. I'm a big fan of the 42. I played the original 42 before the Reimagined series. Actually, the 42 has a gloss neck, doesn't it? So there's a difference for you. Okay, so there's a question for you in the chat. What do you think of satin versus gloss necks? If you're not a fan of gloss necks, the 28 is a great choice. So there is that difference. We missed that. It's also got the gold tuners. Do you like gold tuners? Are they Waverleys as well? I've got to say, the Waverleys they're using now on these guitars are fantastic. They're so much better than the Grand Tunes. They're so smooth when you tune.
I'm going to wait till you take a drink. These are Grand Tunes.
Oh, why? Okay, so on the other 2 guitars, are they Waverly, or is it Grover? I always get them mixed up.
They won't be Waverly. The Grover on the 21.
That's what I meant. I meant Grover. Yeah, the Grovers on the D28 are just so smooth compared to the Grand Tune. I think that's why they switched away. Sorry, Maury. That is how I honestly feel, though. It's a negative to that guitar maybe, but it's a plus to the guitars coming out the factory right now. Some people might not care, but I just noticed on that D28 they're just smooth. They work great. There's no weird like noises or anything. So I'm a big fan of that. Again, do you like the glossy neck or not? And as a dealer, Maury, we should just mention that we won't talk pricing, but there's obviously a difference in pricing between the 3. All right, so we should factor that in here as well. If you go for the 42, you're going to pay more money than the 28. So you have to factor this into your decision as well.
Sure.
And at that point, when we get our answers, hopefully at that point it'll tell us like would we want to do that, and also take into consideration the looks and the neck being glossy, things like that, the gold tuners, things like that. So I think it's been great. I've really enjoyed today. It's been quite different, hasn't it? So I'm going to read the chat, and then we're going to come back and give the answer. And do stick around, because we'll do the giveaway after that. And like I said, if you're new here, please do subscribe and ring the bell. And don't forget to subscribe to Maury's music as well on his YouTube channel. I hear he got like over 20 guitars last week. I can't wait to see the next virtual tour.
It's still going to be an hour.
I know you've got to cram them all in. Okay, John says, are these a similar size to Tommy's Maiden 808? Yes, the 808, John, is a... Why is your message not going up on the screen? The 808 is a OM with a deeper body. So it is kind of similar, if that's what you're used to playing. Thomas Moore says these are different than the Maiden size. Maiden has unique size. Yeah, I think it's like a OM with a deeper body, but there is a unique instrument. Yeah, the 808. Kind of a cool thing. If it's good enough for Tommy, it's good enough for me. Spoon Phillips says he just sold a load of guitars and amps online, and he sold he sold or is selling a vintage D18 owned by Tommy Emmanuel. That's kind of cool. But then again, why is he selling it? Cincho says the wood grades. Spoon says Cincho, the wood grades are different. 21 is grade 3 to 4, 28 is grade 5 to 6, 42 is grade 7 to 8, but all Indian rosewood Sitka spruce. Spoon, is there a way to tell if you look in the guitar? Do they mark that inside with a pencil or something, or is that just factory information only? That'd be good to know. Jim says, do they smell the same? Okay, so this is a great cue for the Soundhole sniffer shirt and mug. Let's ask Maury to sniff them all and see which one he prefers the smell of. I'm really dragging this out today, aren't I? This is great.
Why'd you wait so long? That smells 40-ish. As you would expect.
You would know, right, Maury?
Ooh, that's not anymore. Now it smells 50-ish. Wow, I think the 21 smells the best. I don't want to say it.
Wow. I gotta say the OM-JM has the strong. I don't know if I say the best. It's got the strongest aroma of any Martin I've ever had, for sure. Okay, thanks for that question, and don't forget you can get your Soundhole sniffer shirt and mug. That's my advertising for today. Oh, actually, Maury, do you recognize this guitar? He's muted. There you go. Do you recognize this guitar?
It's a really small screen. Sort of. Is that
Okay.
a D28?
No, I'll let you look at that later on. I'll see if anyone in the chat knows. Can you name this guitar in the chat? There you go. It's an extra question for today. All right.
I
So
can't see it.
it was from Maury's Music. Do they smell the same? Thanks, Jim. Thomas Moore, there's a big difference in price. Like I said, if you want, these are actually in stock right now. So if you're interested in one, give Maury a call. I think it's quite rare that he has the 21, the 28, and the 42. Have you got one of each or two of each?
We have two 28s. We might have two 21s, and I think we have one 42.
Well, I messed up there. We could have done 5 guitar comparisons. Just to pick up, when I bought my 21, it was easily the best sounding guitar I played that day. I played the 28 and 42, and that day was the winner. There you go. I mean, it can depend on so many factors. Like, remember, today is a snapshot. Obviously, things like the strings, the setup, the wood they used that day, all these little things make a difference. But today was about just these 3. Thomas Moore, never care about looks. Wow. Thomas, you're a better person than I am. That's all I can say about that. I'd split the difference and take the 28 unless it was a Juba 21. Oh, Lawrence Juba, fellow Brit. Spoon says, yes, they're very similar. The differences are in the details. Lee says, when I bought my D42, I was going to walk away. Rosanna made me buy it. Can you imagine that? Your wife, no, you have to buy it. You have to buy that Martin D42 or I'll leave you. Can you imagine that?
Nope.
Because the sound was so much better than any other guitar she'd heard. That's the thing. Whether it's a 21, a 42, a 45, whatever it is, if you ever pick up a guitar and play it and it speaks to you and you feel a connection to it, you should really consider buying that one. You really should. And it's great that we can do these online things now and everything, but there's just something about when you pick it up. I have to say, though, honestly, the OM-JM, the D28 did kind of, I don't know what happens. Like a few weeks later, I always find that I like them more. I don't know if they open up, if you get used to them. I don't know what it is. I do think brand new guitars need a little while to kind of break in a little bit.
Yeah.
But then again, if you were playing that at a store, Lee, maybe that was it. Maybe it'd been played for a few weeks where the other ones were new. There's so many factors here. But all that really matters is that you buy something that you connected with that day for whatever reason and took it home and enjoyed it. So that's all that matters. Love the 42. Think of a custom order, 00042 in the near future. Awesome riff, Robin. Well, thanks for joining us. I think You're new here, so please subscribe and ring the bell and go subscribe to Maury's Music as well.
Thank you.
We're worldwide right now on the stream, but Maury is in the USA. So if you're in the USA looking for a guitar, you can give him a call. And if not, look up your local dealer if you're in England like Lee is. BMO says, don't care about looks. Need to know which one smells the best. I agree. Gary says the 28 is a great spec, not too much bling, but dressier than the 21. Me and Gary think very similar about a lot of things. But I do like that abalone rosette, which is why I've got the OM-JM. Abalone smells fishy. Well, I hope not. Yeah, doesn't abalone rosette make the sound hole smell like fish?
No.
Only if you put fish in the guitar. Don't do that. The prime suspect for me is how the edge of the top is rounded for the inlay. And back in the 42, which makes it thinner where it meets the curving and sides. Yeah, I've heard that many times, Spoon, about the rounding out for the inlay is what affects the tone. I think it's you that told me that, or it's you where I read that. There are rumors around the interwebs about the 21 has a thinner top than the others, but I think that's just a rumor. Maybe Spoon can fill me in on that. Have you ever heard that, Maury?
I've heard it, but I do think it is a rumor.
Of course, because the 21 has no rounding there, so that will affect the tone. That definitely makes sense. Is the mate in long scale? I don't remember. I've forgotten. I have to Google it. They used to mark it inside. Oh, okay. They used to mark inside the grade of the wood. Fascinating. Till the company became a corporation 5 years ago. And because people might call up Maury and say, hey, Maury, you know that 28 you've got? Can you look inside and tell me what grade wood it is on there? It doesn't matter. I would just get an eraser and just change it anyway.
Yeah.
When I bought my OM-28, I considered the sound of 21, 28, 42, and even OM-JM. But when it comes to looks, the looks of 28 made it the clear winner. Now, Stephen, I really want a 28 or a 42 at some point, but the OM-JM is such a nice looking, such a pretty guitar. That's the thing. Now they do them in batches, so only one gets the mark. Okay, it's outside of where they do the cut of the top. Okay. I'm sure that could lead to problems, stuff like that, definitely. Chris Howell, HD28 Spoon. That's the HD28 that was stolen from Maury's music some time ago. They're talking about this one, though. No, this is, I think I have a picture of it on my computer, so I presume I bought it. Maybe I just saved the picture. But this is an now discontinued HD28 Retro, but without the Aura system. It's got the enhanced system. Actually, I think if you look on my channel, me playing Freight Train, I think it might be this guitar. Yeah. Don't have that anymore, which I did. Story of my life. Don't ever sell a guitar. Aaron, if you want Maury to suffer, ask for that 5 guitar comparison in a live buy request. Well, you can do that, Roeth. He'll probably do it for you. Hey, Chazza's here. Good to see you.
Shut up, Roeth.
Warren Graham. Welcome, Warren. Hi, Aaron, Maury, and all in the chat. Good to see you again, my friend. That's Warren, our friend Warren. He's got a new account. He's got some songs on there. I just subscribed to him. He's got great guitar playing. Old says, sorry I'm late. No problem, Old. You just missed the whole, comparison. We'll do a recap at the end for you. Oh, lovely. To be honest, I forgot the live stream was on. Well, what you got to do is you got to subscribe, ring the bell, turn on all your notifications, take your phone out of Do Not Disturb, and also get a big piece of paper and write Monday, 4 p.m. EST, Aaron Short and Maury Rutsch, live. Do not miss. Yep. There we go. Just a tip. Spoon says it does not make it smell like fish. It makes it smell like a snail, of course. Okay.
Of course.
Riff Robin says mate in a long scale, 25.5. And all these guitars, we didn't run the specs today because we've had them on the show so much, but these are all long scale, 14 fret guitars, right?
They are.
Just to be sure. Chris Howell says they're all talking about fish now. I'm going to skip over that. Is the bracing any different? Nope, same bracing. That's why I wanted to do this. They're so similar, and yet they don't all sound the same. To me. BMO says, Olds W30, you have to rewatch what you missed. Best show ever. This was a great show. I want to do more of these, Maury. This is a lot of fun. I mean, we should intersperse with other stuff. I want to do picks. I want to do different things, but this was really cool. This comparison like this, I think it's really revealing as well about guitar buying.
I like being covered up completely too. That's
so I hear in Fish. Warren Graham says, next time I visit my local guitar store, I'll take some prawn heads for the acoustic with everyone's talking about fish with the abalone now. Okay. Oh, Maton cannot do a custom shop 24.75. I wonder why that is. Sincho, the OMJM is the most... Ist? What does ist mean? Does that mean isn't or is? That's a serious typo there on the live stream. The OM-JM is the most beautiful acoustic guitar for me. Love to. Okay. I agree. It's really, really, really pretty. And the original John Mayer was even better with that headstock thing on the head around the headstock. That foil. I love that. Spoon says the old thinner top 21 was from the 50s. Oh, okay. It was really about the Rosewood Bridge and fretboard. Oh, great question. So do we still have a Rosewood Bridge on the 21 but not on the 28? That's a question we need to know.
No, we've got ebony on the 21.
Okay. So it used to have a Rosewood Bridge and it was thinner in the 50s. That's great. Spoon's like, give me 3 answers today. This is great. Really cool. Thomas Moore says, Gary Roberts, looking at the Wildwood site, they have some nice stuff. Looking at the 52 telly. Gary likes his vintage tellies and strats, Maury.
Ah.
He does videos on those as well.
I like my strats.
Do you like vintage relic or do you like new?
I like looking at the old stuff, but I never owned one.
Mm. Would you?
Yeah, I think so.
The retros lost the side controls the last year or so. I know, Spoon. I have a funny story about that, but I've already told it 10 times, so I'm not going to tell it again. Gary Roberts, look at... Oh, hang on. BMO, definitely will rewatch and play along. I really want to see this one. Yeah, do. In fact, no, then you got to turn off now. That's all right. Keep watching, but then go... Keep watching, wait a week, then watch it again and play along. Jack says, over 50 watching. Thumbs up. Yeah, we've got 53 here. This is a good show. Please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe, ring the bell. We go live every Monday at 4 p.m. EST, discussing these different guitars. And any thoughts or opinions, please send them to me. I'll give you my address on the screen while you're here watching. So the address is sayhiaaronshortmusic.com. Also, subscribe to Maury's Music because he goes live every week playing guitars and also showing new inventory and does something very similar. He just doesn't have the handsome Brit on the screen with him, so it's not as good.
It's true.
And give us a thumbs up, Robert says. Thank you. This has been a great show. And let us know if you like what we're doing here. This was quite a different show to usual, wasn't it, Maury? But I think people like this stuff because at the end of the day, we can't all go out and play these guitars right now. And to sit at home and maybe it's even better. Like I said, it's not like playing it in the store yourself. But maybe it's better in a way to disconnect and just put headphones on and just listen to the guitar and say, yes, that's the one that I want to get based on sound alone. And then look at the pictures on your website and decide which one they want. And then if they match together, I think that's a great thing. It's a different approach.
Good point.
So I think it's good. Let us know if you want to do more of these. I think it's pretty cool. T says, all right, guys. Hi, T. Oh, no, correction. Not thinner in the 50s. The rumor was from the 50s. Okay, it's a rumor, and I don't know if that's true or not. A good relic is an awesome guitar. They sound better than the new old stock finishes. Yeah, I do like. Oh, my guitars aren't in here because I've got the different screen. But I do like. I like shiny new guitars. Like that 42, I'd want it to be brand new, and I wouldn't want to. That's the thing with the 42. I wouldn't want to scratch it. I want to keep it brand new. The 28 I would then take out to gigs maybe. Like put like a trance in there and take it to a gig. The 42 I'd probably just keep it as is and just use it for recording. But that's just me. Some people like to gig a guitar.
That's a cool idea to take a 28 and put a trance in it and play gigs with it. I should do that sometime.
Hang on. That's because he does play a 28 with a trance in it. I'm like, Maury, why didn't you ever tell me how good the trance amulet is? He's like, well, I did tell you about it 5 years ago.
God, every weekend forever.
Yeah. But no, to be fair, no one on the forums ever actually said to me, Aaron, you really should try the trance. Like, I would say that to someone now. If someone like me came up to me now and said, look, I want something with nothing in the sound hole, long battery life, body percussion, I want something, natural punchy sound, I would say you should consider the trance. Because but no one, to be fair, no one really said that to me. No one ever said to me, look, Aaron, you need to try the trance. So you'd have to wait for my review on that to see that stuff. All right, we're coming to the answer soon. Then we'll do the giveaway. Just read through these final comments. I like the 18 dressing on the 21. Simple. There we go. We all like different things. Hi, Tiger Style. Good to see you. Missed the whole show. Oh, you can watch the replay. It's fine. OM-28, the guitar of my dreams. I'll sell all my furniture. Then you'll be mine. You will be mine. Well, here's the thing. That's a great idea. Who needs furniture?
Yeah.
I got so many cases here now. I don't need a couch anymore. It's great. I was really happy when Maury said he's giving me a D28 for free. When was that, Warren? Was that in your dream last night? Steve Smith says 21, 28, 42. Oh, you just played it. Play classical gas. Wow, he could. He can play out standing on his head. The problem is we'll get done for copyright, so we can't do it today. Sorry,
True.
John. Sorry, John. I had a 2013 OM-21 with an ebony bridge and fretboard. Great show. Oh, quick plug for Maury. When is your live stream, Maury? Every Wednesday at 4?
Wednesday, 4 p.m. on YouTube.
Okay. Chazza says, these videos are making me decide which guitar is the best. Well, that's the idea. And to hang out with our friends as well, just chat. Deciding if my guitar is good or bad. What guitar do you have? Oh, another typo. OM-21 went to ebony bridge and board in 2012. Okay, so they're even closer. It's not a rosewood bridge. Yeah, it's not. The top on that 21 is very nice. That's the thing, Don. You really want to look at the photographs because the 42s don't always have a nicer looking piece of wood than the other ones. Again, depending on when it was made. So do check out the photographs in detail. Yeah, Thomas Moore. The only pickup forums like of the K&K. I know, it drives me crazy. It is a great pickup for the price, but it's not for me. I would take the Trance over that any day of the week. Back on the 21 is also lovely. Got my strings as last week's winner. Oh, Thomas Moore, great. Thank you very much. Please send us a picture, Thomas. Send us a picture. We'll show it on the stream in a few weeks. Or I want to see a picture of someone restringing. We've not had a picture yet of someone winning the strings and restringing their guitar. We never see pictures. It's like, do you actually put the strings on the guitar? Do that. Right. Spoon likes Fishman pickups. Just have the K&K because it was quick and easy, and the other guys had the same pickup. Oh, I like Fishman too. I like them all, but the way I play, I just like I like how natural the trance is, and you don't have to add a load of other stuff to it to make it sound good. It just works for me. Okay, anyway, we'll get into that in my review. So again, subscribe, ring the bell. But we need to do the giveaway, but we won't do the giveaway yet. Let's do the answers, and then we'll do the giveaway because I think I've kept everyone waiting for a long, long time. So to go back to number one was the fingerstyle, and I said number one was the 21. The 42 really boomed to me. I thought it must be number two really boomed and bloomed. So I thought that must be a 42 or a 28. And then the 3 I thought was not quite as boomy and bloomy as the second one. Spoon, I need some lessons on how to speak these descriptions. But basically I thought 1 was a 21, 2 was a 42 for sure, and 3 or 28, but 3 definitely I thought 1 was the 21. And then either 42, 28. But I put 21, 42, 28. So do I have a drum roll here? Why do I not have a drum roll? This is ridiculous. Okay. Must get a drum roll for next week. Write that down. Maury, what was the answer?
For the fingerstyle, the order was 21, 28, 42.
Wow. Yeah, okay. That is what I just said, isn't it? I knew the first one was a 21. But the 2 and 3, so there you go. If you're looking for an OM-28 right now, and I'm not making money from this. I'm not in business with Maury here. But if you're looking for an OM-28 and you want something that sounds big, then you should probably get that one because I thought that was a 42. Wow. Okay. So I got one right. I'm circling them like I'm playing bingo here. It's really fun. Let us know I forgot what you said in the chat. So let us know if you got them right. Did anyone get that right? 21, 42, 28.
I think Roeth had it right, if I remember.
I'll give him a second. I've got a delay here. Wow, that was a lot of fun. That was really cool. And that's a great 28. Very cool. All right, let's do the strumming. I put 42. Again, it's so hard with that first one not having a reference. So I kind of held off. And then when you played it the fourth time, when you went round again, I said 42. And I thought 42, 28, 21. So what was the answer for the strumming?
Okay, so for strumming,
He's frozen, everyone. He didn't pay his internet bill.
I didn't actually. For strumming, the order was 21, 28, 42.
21, 28, 42. And I thought,
Yep.
I thought the 21 was a 42. This completely messed up my whole theory here. The 28 I got right. So I got one right on each, 28, 28. And then, so I mixed up a 42 with a 21.
Yeah.
That's probably not a good thing. So my conclusion from this, if I was shopping today, that 28 would be seriously on my radar because it came out. Actually, am I right here? No, hang on, I'm confused now. Yes, I thought the 42 was a 28 in the fingerstyle, and I got the 28 correct in the second one. I think that says a lot. Yeah. So Roeth got the first ones right. Did you also get the second ones right, Roeth? Let us know.
I think I saw Spoon got the second ones right, but I didn't see the whole chat.
So the second one was 21, 28, 42, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm exhausted. Put in the chat if you got both of them correct for me. I just want to know if you got it. I'm kind of blown away. And what I'll take away from this is, yes, there is a difference. I just heard a fan. That's you, right? What my takeaway is, yes, there is a difference. Would you agree, Maury? Do you think these three guitars are more different than similar? What's your opinion?
I'll be honest with you, under ear, while I'm playing in front of a camera and at least devoting some of my attention to make sure that this broadcast is uninterrupted, these sound more similar to me than they do different under ear. Now, what I want to do, laugh if you want, I'm going to watch this replay later with a good set of headphones, and I'm going to do what you guys got to do and just appreciate it without playing them, and we're listening very closely with the microphones helping, because what I'm doing is I'm in a pretty neutral studio with some acoustic treatment in here, but I'm behind the guitar and above it. So I didn't play these back to back to back and immediately think, wow, what a difference. These seems very similar to me as a player, but I'm looking forward to really getting to do what you guys got to do earlier.
Yeah. Also, Maury doesn't hear in his headphones the same quality that we do as well. I just think it's really interesting because I was expecting these to all sound pretty much the same, but they don't. But then, on the other hand, if you do 3 OM-28s, will they all sound the same? Maybe not, right? I think these comparisons are just fun because you almost do them all the time and have a different answer. Maybe it almost seems like on the day it might just come out differently, which makes me think the guitars are quite unique. And there's certainly nothing there that sounded what I would say bad. But they do have a slightly different sound on each guitar, and whether that is the setup or whatever, it's quite fascinating. It's good to know. But then again, at the very end of this video, we could just have you pick one guitar and play it and see if we can guess what it is. I don't think we could without any kind of reference point. I don't think we could. I don't think we could get that. We'll do that at the very end just for fun. We're going to do the giveaway right now, courtesy of Maury's Music. Thank you for your generosity, Maury.
You're welcome.
So we're giving away 3 sets of Martin Authentic Acoustic Strings, medium or light gauge. Here's the rules I have to show you as part of the YouTube thing. And if you don't know how to play it, I'm going to post a link to a guitar. You click on the Images tab. Obviously open the URL in your web browser. Click the Images tab, and then you'll see 2 pictures. The first 2 pictures are the same, but there's one difference. If you know that difference, type it in the chat here. Make sure it's detailed. You have to get it just right. My decision is final. And to win, Maury can only ship these within the USA. So maybe don't enter in the chat unless you're in the USA. But play along for fun. It's a fun game. There's the small print at the bottom there if you need to read that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump over and grab the link. And when we come back, I'm going to ask Maury to choose... Actually, no, I'll ask him to do it while you're playing the game. I'll keep you hidden, Maury, right? You can still hear me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm going to keep you hidden while they're playing the game and have you pick one guitar and play it. When I get the winner, I'll sound the alarm, and then I'll tell you who the winner is, and you can tell us what the guitar was. Actually, no, don't tell us what the guitar was. We'll do some more on that, but I'm going to keep you hidden for now. So just pick one guitar. Don't listen too much. Focus on the game for now if you're playing the game. we'll do some more guitar playing before we leave today. So just pick a guitar and play it, and keep hold of that guitar for me, Maury. And I'm going to put the link in the chat so we can play the game. This is a cool guitar coming up in the chat as well. Okay, and here it comes. Okay, take it away. Well, Maury may be off the hook today. No one's got the answer. Tiger Style says, someone give the answer because it's driving me nuts. Tiger Style, no one got the answer. So I'm going to have to say there is no winner this week. That's fine. That's going to happen sometimes.
Uh-oh.
Now, which guitar do you think that was? Everybody said, I just realized I can actually see on my screen. I didn't cheat earlier, but I can now see what that is. So I'm not going to enter myself. But we've got 28, 28. Someone said 21, 28. Lots of people think, oh, we got 21 or 28 on this guitar. No one thinks it's the 42. I saw 28 quite a lot. So I'm going to reveal, keep hold of the guitar, Maury. I'm going to reveal you in 1 second. And Maury is... It's a 21. Oh man. Actually, I couldn't see that. I saw a little peek and I thought it was a 28, so I didn't look too much. But I thought I won't enter in case I did cheat. And it turns out it was. Oh wow. Okay. Well, good job, just a picker. And who else said 21? Lee. There you go. Very good.
See, nice.
Yeah, no one got the answer. I think I will have a time limit there. Spoon, you were close, but it wasn't the answer that Maury gave me. I do have to match the answer. I've got it written, the answer written down. It has to pretty much match that to win. So this week there's no winner, but we'll play the game again next week. Actually, yeah, the knot on the tag, the string is the thing up. Yeah, Roeth got it, but he entered after I closed it out, and he won last week anyway, so it's fine. Gary thought that was the 42. I'm worried now that I'm going to go to bed tonight with these numbers flying around my head. 21,
Yeah.
42, 28.
Yeah. Like Lost.
Like, I don't know. Yeah. So my conclusion then, my personal conclusion is they all sounded good. They definitely, some things stuck out more than others, so they don't all sound the same. I think it's really great. I honestly think if I bought one, if I wanted a 21 like Maury said, and I got it, I wouldn't be disappointed. But I think Maury's, and I'll give Maury a plug here, he's got this ability to do this. In fact, he did it with me a few weeks ago. If you are interested in two of the guitars, ask him to go in, live with you privately or in a live video and play them back to back, because it can't hurt, right? If you're edging towards one guitar and that sounds better or has something the other one doesn't, why not go for that one? I do think these days it's good to have the photographs and the videos and actually see what you're getting. Like I said, once it's in your lap, it is different. Remember, we're hearing a microphone in front of the sound hole. It's different when you play the guitar. So it's not the perfect solution, but it's another step forward, isn't it, to actually play. Until we get virtual reality, it's another step forward to trying a guitar virtually. And I think it's great. I mean, I don't think I'd want to order a guitar without, I mean, it'd be such a risk if you did that now. It's so good that you can do that and Maury can show you. I think it's great that you're offering this service, Maury. I think you're way ahead of the game with this. I think this is great.
Well, thanks very much. It's called Live by Request, and we can do that for you.
And BMO says, what is the 21 serial number, please?
This serial number is 2447125.
Okay, awesome. Well, I think that was great. Let us know in the chat if you enjoyed that. We're still going to look at certain guitars. We've looked at so many now. I think it's a natural thing to move on and start comparing them back to back. And especially if we can't get the guitar we haven't had on the show before. We are going to talk about strings and picks and cleaning, all that stuff in the future as well. But give us some ideas. Send it to my address. Say hi at aaronshortmusic.com. I think today, I really enjoyed today. I thought it was really, really eye-opening and just fun. Remember, it's all just fun. But I thought it was really cool. So let us know what you think.
Thank you. I had a great time. I appreciate it having me here again, and this is a lot of fun for me too.
Well, it's great because I can't do that. Like, I can compare the HD and the D, but I can't compare 3 OMs like that. So it's so cool. I mean, I wish you had the John Mayer in there as well. It's so cool to hear these things back to back. And we can also ask you to play, like, can you play a D on that one and a D on that one or a G on that one? And we can actually direct it as we go. That's why I love the live videos like this. Really, really cool. Okay, we'll just read through the comments and we'll call it a day. But that was great. Again, do subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. And also, something that could really help us is if you share this with your friends. If you've got friends that like this kind of stuff, I know before we started doing these videos, I would send cell phone recordings to people like Gary and say, what do you think of this guitar? I know guitar buyers do it. So if you've got friends like that, invite them here, because this is a step above that in a way, because I know it's not the guitar you're buying in a store, but it's the guitar through 2 pro microphones there at Maury's Music. We get to really hear the guitar, and I think it's a really cool thing that we're able to do with him. So please share it with your friends if they're into this kind of stuff.
Yep.
BMO has a live buy request. Can you compare the 221s? Okay.
If we get 2 of them in at the same time, absolutely.
I thought you said you have 2, no?
I think we do. That's
Okay.
If that's the case, yes.
Okay. So email Maury at maurysmusic.com if you want it to happen. Thomas Moore says, well, the test view Aaron would be the OM-JM versus 21 and 28. Yes, I agree. I do want to get a 28 at some point, and I would want to compare them as well, I think. But I don't know. That's I would also want the Trance in the 28 because I like it more than the... Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I really like Larry Fishman. He's done great things. I love some of his systems, but just a pure undersaddle pickup these days for me doesn't compare to like a dual source or a body sensor pickup. Maury, I really wish Martin would have something like the Trance in their guitars. I think it's such a great match. The way you don't see it, and it sounds great. If you went to a store and said, "Oh, let me plug the guitar in," and you strummed that, you'd be like, "Wow, that sounds like the guitar. I'll buy it." I just think that'd be such a great move for them to do something like that. But that's just my opinion. Spoon wins for best joke. I need to go soon. Chazza says, "LOL." I'm not sure what about. Thanks, Gary, Aaron, and Maury, and Spoon, all in the chat. Cheers. No, thank you. Lee says, great show tonight, guys. Really confused me. Yeah, me too. But that can be a good thing. Thomas Moore says, nice show. No, I thought today was great. Thanks for being here. Matter of fact, there's a great show today. Thanks, Aaron and Maury. Thanks for tonight. Even though I missed half of it, I still enjoy the rest of it. Well, go back and watch it again. That's the wonder of YouTube. Yeah. And what was the answer to the puzzle? Okay, see, Spoon is questioning our giveaway now. I'm not even sure if Spoon's allowed to win, is he? No, he is. The answer was, Spoon, the second image is doctored, the tag is hanging higher in the second pick, and the string is shorter. So you were technically very close because your answer was a reflection of that, but it wasn't the exact answer. And I did commit the other week to saying it has to match the answer that I have from Maury. So I was waiting for that to come up, and it didn't. So Maury's off the hook this week. But
it's worth noting, Andrew and I talked about this right before we gave Aaron the picture. The other idea was to put jaws on that guitar, and that fisherman was going to be catching a giant great white shark instead of a little fish, but that would be too easy.
That would have been much better, Maury. Do that next time. Rosanna, great Monday show as always. Love the blind test. Yeah, I think people like it. We'll do more of that. Not all the time. We'll mix it up, but we'll definitely do some more. When we've got 2 or 3 guitars at Maury's, we'll definitely take advantage of that and do these comparisons because I think people like that on YouTube.
Could I interrupt you real quick, Aaron, and ask you for an idea? I think this show really could benefit if instead of putting a black screen up, it really should be like behind home plate at a baseball game. You should have a bunch of Sound Hole Sniffer advertisements on that screen.
Oh, I thought exactly the same thing. When it was just my face on there, I thought, why have I not got commercial on there? This is such a waste. If I watch the stream back, it's just my little head. Anyone that was scrolling through YouTube today must have been like, why is Aaron streaming with his head and a black screen? What is he doing? I really should have said, guitar comparison and my t-shirts below it. Yeah, I agree. I'll do that.
We're learning as we go. That's all right.
We are. We should have done dress rehearsal as always. We didn't, but I think it went great, and we will improve as we go. I mean, look at how far we've come since we started the show, Maury. The first week I did these shows, people would come on here and say, "What are you talking about?" Like now I have the title, our names. People didn't even know what the show. It was just our faces. So this is much better. And we'll get Spoon back soon as well. My answer was the fisherman's fly was down, not the string. Well, anyway, Spoon, he's off the hook this week. We'll get him next week.
That'd be a good one.
The fly? Oh, you mean like in his pants? Anyway, on that note, it's a good time to wrap it up. Subscribe, ring the bell. Subscribe to Maury, ring the bell. Thank you, my friends. This would be nothing without you. We had a great show today. I enjoyed it. I think you enjoyed it. Send me some videos. Send me some pictures. Send me ideas for the show to say hi at aaronshortmusic.com. Look out for more videos coming soon. And most importantly, sniff those sound holes. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Maury. Been great. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.